Sundowning and dignity in dementia care. This is a news signal from the Liberation Protocol. Today we are talking about a dementia syndrome that affects millions of families but almost never reaches the front news page. It is called sundowning. If you've ever cared for someone with dementia, you know exactly how painful it can be. If you have not, this may be your first time hearing the word. Sundowning is a pattern of confusion and fear that begins in the late afternoon and often continues into the night. As light fades, the person may become disoriented. They might not know where they are or who they are with. They may feel unsafe in their own home. This confusion can lead to pacing, agitation, irritability, or complete sleepiness. It can also lead to wandering around because the brain is no longer synced with the day and night cycle. What makes it even harder is that the person cannot always explain what they are feeling. They only know the world has become unfamiliar. There is no single cause. It may involve broken circadian rhythms, exhaustion, low lighting, pain, noise, medication effects, or even hunger, and it can resemble delirium, which can be a medical emergency. Sundowning happens at predictable times. Delirium can strike at any time. Families are often left trying to navigate this alone. But this is where the comparison to the Liberation Protocol becomes clear. How the current world responds. Right now, dementia care depends on overworked family members, inconsistent support, expensive facilities, profit-shaped elder care, minimal caregiving training, a system that expects exhausted people to somehow do everything. In the current structure, the caregiver and the patient are treated as a private burden, not a shared responsibility of society. How the Liberation Protocol would handle dementia and sundowning. The Liberation Protocol is built on dignity, not survival pressure. In an LP-aligned world, every person with dementia has guaranteed care and safety. Caregivers have structured support, training, respite, and community backing. No one faces dementia alone because care is considered a shared moral function. Housing is designed around sensory, stability, consistent lighting, and low noise. Medical teams are integrated into daily life without cost barriers. There is no dependency on profit-based nursing homes. Technology assists without replacing human presence. Every elder is considered a dignity agent, not a burden or an expense. Under the Liberation Protocol, sundowning is not a crisis left for one person at 3 in the morning. It is the predictive event met with preparation, compassion, community support, and infrastructure designed around comfort. Dignity stays intact even as memory fades. A dignity-centered approach to the evenings, calm lighting, predictable routines, reduced noise, exposure to natural sunlight earlier in the day, familiar objects, food, water, comfort. A quiet voice that says, "You are here, you are safe, you are not alone." This is not only medical care, it is moral care. It is the recognition that every stage of life deserves respect. In closing, caring comes for someone with dementia who is of the hardest roles a person can take on. It requires patience, emotional strength, and constant attention. The Liberation Protocol believes society must honor that work and never leave people to face it alone. Thank you for listening. This has been a news signal from the Liberation Protocol.